everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Town on that way on my way home. So, I thought I'd get a stream in. All right. So, the question is, did Al Heyman come with Canelo's money? Y'all remember that album by AMG? Well, some of y'all do, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all youngins don't remember AMG, the classic album. Bitch Better Have My Money. Y'all go check it out. It's on YouTube. But I guess Al must have came with Canelo's money because it's looking like Canelo has circled back to Jamal Charlo. And another fight that nobody asked for as far as Canelo goes. At the end of the day, it's just looking more and more like Canelo is just playing it safe. It's almost like I want to do a video so bad about this, but I want to wait and see what happens within the coming months, because it looked like the Jaime Munguia thing, it looked like basically that they're going to go another direction, and it looked like Canelo will be fighting Jamal Charlo, who's only fought once within a 3-year period, pretty much. And I mean, it's looking pretty damn over on the PBC side, man. And they lost one of their champions to Matchroom as Subrio Matias signed with Matchroom. So you know what that means. If probably in all likelihood, the winner of Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia in all likelihood would face Subrio Matias in a unification bout. Now, of course, they're going to get him a fight before any of that happens. You wouldn't see anything like that more than likely till around September. And it all depends on how, well Devin does against Ryan Garcia. And if by chance Ryan Garcia wins, then Ryan Garcia. But at the end of the day, I'm picking Devin to win that fight. I just think that he's going to outbox Ryan Garcia, and I think that he's going to win decisively. Now, I've been hitting Bill up. I don't have any information on the press conference when the press conferences are going to be held, but as soon as I have the inside information, I'll get back to you dudes. But it's definitely going down on April the 20th. In all likelihood, it's going to be in Las Vegas. They haven't ruled out a different location, but in all likelihood, it's going to be in Las Vegas. In all likelihood, it will more than likely be at the MGM Grand. The fight is gonna sell out. It's gonna do good, and it's gonna do decent numbers. But as far as Canelo go, I think Canelo, is, reaching the back end of his career. I think we've seen Canelo at his peak, and I just think Canelo, to a certain degree, Canelo is just starting to fall off a little bit. At the end of the day, you look at his fight versus John Ryder, and then you look at the fight with Charlo, where basically Canelo says nobody beats this Canelo. Well, at the end of the day, when you got a dude that come in there just basically just happy at the fact that he's sharing a ring with you and basically does next to nothing, don't even really try to fight. I mean, of course you will have a lot of confidence in yourself when basically the outcome is damn near, predetermined, because we know Jamel didn't show up for that fight, so that's just real talk. One thing about me, I just keep it 100. Like I said, I'm not trying to make friends out here. I'm just telling the truth, and that's just basically the bottom line. When Canelo's career is over and we evaluate Canelo, how good he was or how good he wasn't, or how last few fights, and eventually people gonna have to start telling the truth about Canelo. Yeah, do I think Canelo is a Hall of Fame fighter? Yeah, by default. But when people sit up there and make it look like Canelo fought the best guys available, that is a absolute fucking lie. Canelo did not try to fight the best guys out there. People just need to come to grips with this. Now, before you come on here and try to say, oh, I'm just saying it because Canelo is Mexican, it don't have nothing to do with that. I'm just going by his resume. So don't even try it. You know, I'm just telling the truth. That's the problem here. Nobody don't want to tell the truth here. When we evaluate Canelo, we really gonna look at his resume and say, damn, man, he fought these dudes. He elected to fight these dudes over that. Canelo did not fight the best guys available in any division that he was in. When he was at junior middleweight, he didn't fight the best guys available. When he was at middleweight, he really didn't fight the best guys available. He definitely ain't fought the best guys available at super middleweight. The best guy available at super middleweight is David Benavidez. And then when he went up to light heavyweight, he didn't fight the best guys available. And then when he tried to fight one of the best guys available, he got beat thoroughly. And it was just basically a reminder of, like, when they were sitting up saying that they like their chances versus Arthur Beterbiev. Yeah, you like your chances of getting carried down on a stretcher. Yeah. You like it, man. Canelo would have got put in the ring with Arthur Beterbiev. He would have got beat to a pulp. When I say he would have got beat to a pulp, he would have got beat to a pulp. Well, he's undisputed. He's undisputed as super. I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're saying. He really didn't win the belt in the ring. He basically fought for a vacant title, and then that's you could make that argument. I know what you're saying, because he didn't beat the dude that had the actual belt. And Canelo been doing this for years. He's never fought the best guy available. And that's fact. And that's why when I do these interviews, I'll just be looking at people like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's always been this thing. It's always been this thing. You can't ask Canelo the tough questions. You can't ask him the tough questions when you do media with him. And then you can't question his resume. And you can't question him as a fighter. Because like I said before, he just proves he wants no parts of David Benavidez. He just doesn't want to fight the dude. He doesn't want to fight David Benavidez. And then my thing is, okay, so you may fight Terrence Crawford. So basically, your 3 fights with the PBC, you would have brought up one dude 2 weight classes up, one dude a weight class up, and another dude 3 weight classes up to fight you. When you could have easily fought David Benavidez, a dude that's in your weight class, for a super showdown, but you elected to fight dudes that you knew were smaller than you. They have weight classes for a reason. And like I said, I'm a big fan of Bud, but I am worried about him taking this fight because, once again, he's never fought at 168. I know he's sparring and all this kind of stuff, but, you need to at least get a feel of it. Now, I've been hearing that Team Crawford wants to get back in the ring at least between May and June. That they trying to see could they get a fight in and Bud would make his debut at 154. Or he would try to fight at some kind of catch weight. Maybe, 157 to see how he feels and then see what happens afterwards. Because you basically talking about Bud going up like pretty much 20 pounds. Well, actually like 21 pounds. I don't think nobody's ever I don't think nobody's ever jumped up that much in weight and won a fight, especially against, especially in a title fight. So like I said, in reality, Bud saying he got a game plan for Canelo, but at the same time, I'm just worried. There's a difference between getting hit by a dude that weighed 147 pounds or maybe 154 pounds versus a dude that weighed 175 and down to 168. So it's just a big difference. And like I said before, I know Bud might say, oh, you don't believe in me and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I know history. History says that it ain't looking too good for you. I think Bud should fight 2 fights before he fight Canelo. I think he should fight 1 fight at 154, 1 fight at 160, and then try to see, because Canelo used to fight 3 times a year. Canelo used to fight in May, September, and December. Why do this fight have to take place in September? Why not have this fight take place in December? Which would be more feasible to Bud. That's all I'm saying. Because even when the master plan was to get Errol Spence in the ring with Canelo, like I was saying, I was worried about Errol Spence's weight. So that's basically where I am with this thing, man. I know the diehard Terrence Crawford fans are saying that he gonna pull this off. Like I said before, I said right here, February the 13th, if Terrence Crawford fights Canelo and he beats Canelo, I'm anointing Terrence Crawford the GOAT. I'm anointing Terrence Crawford the greatest fighter of all time. Because this will be a man that went up 3 weight classes and won undisputed. This will be the first time a person has won undisputed in 3 different weight classes. I mean, how could you not say Bud wouldn't be the GOAT? Now, the Canelo fans is hating, of course. You hate. I'm not hating on Canelo. Like I said, at the end of the day, Canelo, to me, he deserved to lose to Bud. Because once again, you dragging a dude up 3 weight classes, but then you want to sit up there and say you an all-time great. You ain't an all-time great. You looking like an all-time fake. You looking like a cherry picker. Hell, not even Floyd Mayweather made somebody come up 3 weight classes to fight him. So that's all, Now, I know Manny Pacquiao, Justin Fortune, Manny Pacquiao's former strength and conditioning coach, has been barking saying that Manny Pacquiao is willing to come out of retirement and fight Terrence Crawford. But, the way Manny Pacquiao got his ass handed to him in his be coming out of retirement for a paycheck. Bud tried to fight Manny Pacquiao. And basically he saying he elected to go fight Errol Spence. Genovic is a risky fight for Terrence Crawford. Genovic listen, man. I didn't see Genovic fight. I didn't cover, I think, 2 Genovic fights. Genovic hit hard as hell. When I say that dude hit hard, he hit hard. He hit hard. Oh, you talking about the Mikey Garcia fight? I didn't even know there was no lawsuit. But I mean, at this point, who want to see Who want to see Terrence Crawford beat up on Manny Pacquiao? But I mean, if Terrence Crawford want to use Manny Pacquiao as a tune-up fight, I mean, Manny Pacquiao, I think, fought at what weight did he come in versus Margarito? He came in, at 150 on the dot versus Margarito? But at this point, would anybody be in? Because I'm going by. Bud can beat Genovic. Well, Genovic is a tough dude, man. And Genovic is a tough dude, and he hit hard as hell. I mean, Bud would have to play it safe. Bud would literally have to box Genovic. Because if he tried to trade off with Genovic, he might find himself in trouble. But like I said before, I would try to find somebody. I would try to find somebody a little bit less difficult than Genovic, because Genovic is a title holder. Like I said before, I'm thinking Bud could fight somebody at a catchweight. If I'm Bud, I'd fight somebody like Blair the Flair Cobb. I'll fight Cobb at a catchweight, maybe 155, and then later on try to get one fight at 160. And I'm gonna tell you right now, another reason why Bud wouldn't get Genovic, because Genovic is a top ranked fighter. In all likelihood, Bob isn't gonna let Bud do a one and done and then possibly take a belt, and then, you know what I'm saying? And even if Bud vacates the belt, then who knows what'll happen. I'm just keeping it a buck. Well, there you have it, Fotex. Bud said he wanted a tune-up fight. I know they said that they don't want to fight. I know they said that Blair the Flair Cobb is garbage and all that, but at the end of the day, it's a tune-up fight just to keep Bud in shape, just to see where Bud is. Why not? Why not? Why not? It's a tune-up fight to get you prepared for the big fight. I've been saying that. We know Oscar isn't going to give Bud, Virgil Ortiz. So why not Blair the Flair Cobb at a catchweight? Bud could do, and why not? Here's this. Why not Bud versus Conor Benn? Conor Benn has fought at junior middleweight. It's a decent payday. It's a decent payday for Bud. It's a tune-up fight, and then you know what I'm saying. It's a payday for Conor Benn, because we all know Tank was bullshitting. Well, I cover boxing. This is what I do. I would consider, if I'm Bud, if they say they want to get a tune-up fight in, why not Blair the Flair Cobb, or why not Conor Benn at a catchweight? Because Conor Benn has fought at junior middleweight before. We all knew that Tank was just talking. We all knew Tank was talking. We knew Tank wasn't serious. Bud could just fight. He could fight Blair the Flair Cobb, fight him like in end of May, June or something. Make his debut at 154 or something, and then see what's up. And then if Bud looks good and beats up Cobb, then Bud could have another fight. Like I said, once again, he could have another fight around September, and then fight Canelo in in December. Because I just don't like the idea of Bud just jumping up 3 weight classes. That's, like I said, that's just asking a lot, you guys. But anyway, I'll be back in like an hour. Appreciate you guys.